Look at this place. You've done good for yourself, kiddo."
"I'm not a kid, John. I am a grown woman who's made a life for herself despite the damage you caused." He pressed his lips together as if to stop himself from rebutting. Oh, how easily she fell into another of her old defense tactics, rebuffing any attempt he made at civility in case he was drawing her in for the kill. "Sorry, that just came out."
"No, it's okay. I blindsided you by showing up. Seeing me can be easy for you."
Carol looked out to the water. "It's June. June is difficult."
"Her birthday is tomorrow."
She cut her gaze to him. "I know." Staring at his hands, he toyed with a gold band on his left ring finger. Carol hadn't cared enough to ask if he'd remarried, but clearly he had. If his sudden appearance hadn't shaken her so deeply, she might have inquired about his new life. Asked what kind of poor, broken soul he'd found after she'd finally gained the courage to leave him. Asked if he manipulated his new wife as much as he used to manipulate her. John stopped playing with his wedding ring and heaved out a big breath.
"I want to see her."
Carol didn't respond, didn't move. She should have known why he was there the moment Tiana announced his unexpected visit. Lifting his gaze to hers, he seemed to beg with his eyes. His expression triggered memories of the many times in the past she'd seen that exact same silent plea on his sad face. She'd become immune to his puppy-eyed looks long before leaving him.
"Please, I'm her father."
Her lips trembled until she pressed them together. When she spoke, the tremble moved to her voice, making her words quiver. "I know who you are."
"Please, Carol. I want to see her for her birthday. Then I promise I'll leave."
She focused out the window, back at the water, pushing away the memories that always seemed to be trying to drag her backward. Part of her wanted to tell him to burn in hell, but he was right. He was Katie's father. He had a right to see her on her birthday. His request wasn't unreasonable, but damned if she didn't want to tell him to go back under whatever rock he'd slithered from. After a moment, she pushed a button on her desk phone. "Tiana, I need to leave. Reschedule anything I have this afternoon, please." John didn't say another word as she gathered her things, simply following her out of her office. Once in the elevator, he leaned against the faux wood-paneled wall, skimming her over, top to bottom, with the kind of candor that used to amuse her. She wasn't amused now. She knew exactly what he was thinking. He was judging her appearance and all the other changes she'd made since walking away from him. Her once long sandy brown hair was layered at shoulder length with golden highlights to hide the encroaching grays. Pediatric scrubs had been replaced by tailored suits and too-high-to-be-practical heels. Instead of an oversized purse stuffed with tissues and snacks, she carried a Toomey briefcase filled with documents and a laptop that rarely left her sight. She no longer accepted a few extra pounds because she was too busy to do anything about them. She worked out for at least an hour every morning to keep her figure lean. She wasn't Caroline Bowman any longer.